Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Yam City show. Today, I'm joined by two very special guests, and we're going to speak about the title race in England and also the title race in Serie A in Brazil. So I am joined by Raphael and Marcus. So you can introduce yourself, guys, if you want.
Okay, thank you, Jan. Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here on Jan's channel. She's very special for me. I really love her. So, Jan, can I do it in Portuguese right now? And then I do it in English? Ok. Meu nome é Raphael. Eu sou do Brasil, como a Yanica falou. Eu tenho 23 anos, moro no Espírito Santo. É um estado, né? Um lugar bem próximo ao Rio, mas não é o Rio. E eu amo o Flamengo, eu amo o Manchester City, é definitivamente o meu time da Inglaterra. Amo o Flamengo, desde que eu nasci eu me entendo por flamenguista. Estou torcendo muito o Flamengo ganhar esse campeonato, tenho certeza que ele vai ganhar. Fingers crossed for this. E eu acho que, enfim, tanto o City quanto o Flamengo tem muito que ganhar essa temporada ainda. A gente vai disputar muitos troféus, muitos títulos e, hopefully, espero que a gente possa ganhar. E é isso aí, pessoal. Prazer em estar aqui.
Okay, so I will do it in English.
It is strange.
So it's challenging. I'm Marcus. I'm 21. I'm from Brazil.
Marcos, you can go in Portuguese first, please.
Ok. Eu sou Marcos, tenho 21 anos, sou do Rio, moro no Nordeste hoje, mas sou carioca e mais flamenguista do que Marcos. Sou louco pelo Flamengo como assim, a coisa mais importante da minha vida. Eu acompanho o Manchester City há alguns anos, acho que uns 10 anos, mais ou menos. E eu sou louco por futebol. O futebol tem um papel central na minha vida, sem nenhum exagero. Sem futebol, não sei, assim, não sei o que seria de mim. Não é muito mais do que uma distração. Futebol é tudo. E é muito bom, assim, esse momento agora das duas temporadas, porque provavelmente, assim, espero que o Flamengo seja campeão no Brasil e o City seja campeão na Inglaterra. Então, vamos dedicar nossas vidas a isso.
Ok.
I didn't understand a word, but I love it. But yeah, basically how I know Raphael, just to let everyone know, he was actually studying in Manchester in the UK, and some other guy actually on Twitter added me into this group. He said, do you want to join a Man City group? So I just said, yeah. I didn't know it was a Brazilian group. So I got added in. Everyone was speaking Portuguese. I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. So anyway, I used to speak to the people, like either try and communicate in Portuguese or they would speak to me in English. And basically one day I had a Champions League ticket. That was my dad's, but my dad was living in France at the time. And because Raphael was living in Manchester and he's a Man City fan as well as a Flamengo fan, I asked him if he wanted to come. So he did. And we went to a Champions League game together. I can't remember who we were playing. Do you remember?
Yeah, I think it was a Premier League game. I think City and West Brom. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was, for some reason, I thought it was Champions League. So yeah, Premier League. And yeah, it was fun. So we've been kind of friends ever since. But he lives in Rio now, or near Rio. Yeah, so we just thought we'd do a show because we're both in a title race. Man City's title race is not as tight. The Brazilian one is very, very, very close.
Oh my gosh.
They're actually a point behind Inter, who are top of the Brazilian Serie A. And they have a game today together, and they have 2 games left. So basically, if they win today, they will most likely win the league. If they lose today, they most likely will finish second. So yeah, it's a crazy crazy league going on. But we will start with Man City. So, Raphael, how do you think? Yep.
Yes, just to make something as approximation. This championship from this year, it's like our championship against QPR.
Yeah.
With like we it's like almost a final, like the final. The game is like the game, the most important game of the season. Of like so. I cannot think in nothing else this whole week.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like even like QPR, like at the time where we were in that game, it was like, because Man United always won the league, it was like we expected them to win it. So it was like I think it would be a lot worse now. If that happened now, I'd be a lot more nervous. But at the time, I was kind of like, City will win it eventually. I didn't think like it needed to be that season. So yeah, I can imagine how bad it is, because if that happened right now, if that QPR game was like today, I would be, I don't know, like I'm glad that it happened at the start of Man City's league winning season.
I do feel you, Jan.
So yeah, I feel sorry for you both, but I hope you win, obviously, because that will be good. Yeah, we'll start with Man City first. How do you think, Raphael, that Man City have done so far this season? I know we started a little bit rocky at the start, and then we've been very good recently. So yeah, how do you think it's gone so far?
Okay, well, Jan, I think since Manchester City started to win, the consecutive wins, get the consecutive wins, the guys have been playing so amazingly, because we didn't drop even a point, We had amazing performances, even conceding some goals, in the matches, but we scored a lot of goals. It's, the most important point, because we know, we had a league that was nearly decided by the goal differences. Fortunately, City got that league, but it's important to score a lot of goals and concede on that field. And City is like playing, 17 consecutive wins. I don't know any other team who did the same. I was thinking about Arsenal in that, I think 2003 and 4 season, but they were spectacular. But I think they didn't win like consecutive. I mean, 15 or 16 consecutive wins. I think they didn't.
No, they didn't.
yeah. But City's like playing like, I don't know if I can consider the best season of the team, but we are having like a special season. I think we are going to win this league, like not as tight as Brazilian title race is going to be decided, but I think thankfully City is going to win this league, and that is the most important. But yeah, I have to tell you, I'm most worried about the Champions League. I know it's a big wish of all the City fans to win the Champions League. So I'm most, focused on being better at Champions League rounds matches. You have to beat Mönchengladbach.
Yeah.
In this next release, in that next UCL chain, I think we are going to beat them, hopefully, because we have the decisive game home. So it's going to be a smashing game, hopefully. But yeah, I'm most focused on being champions, of the Champions League, rather than the Premier League instead, because I'm sure we are going to win the Premier League, because we are 10 points clear, United. So as long as United don't get the trophy, I'm okay. I'm 100% okay. As long as they don't get anything, I'm okay. But yeah, Jan, I'm so happy with Manchester City performances so far.
Yeah.
Hopefully, more consecutive wins will come. More. Hopefully.
Yeah. What do you think, Marcus?
Yeah, of
So far?
course. The most important is in a championship is to win the games, to score the points, and this is, I guess we can agree with both. Agree, this is some specialty from Pep because he is the best. If you want to win a national league, talk to Pep because he is the best. But something that have been calling my attention is the physical point of the team, because in this crazy season, in the middle of the pandemic and everything that's happening, I guess what we have in special is even in the second half the team is running a lot and tactically working. This is something that have, like I'm checking it, and it is happening, and it is very very important, because if you stop to think why is the reason that can explain Liverpool, why they are like so bad. Yesterday I was watching the game against Everton, and you can see in the second half they like tired, and tactically it like the squad is not working. You cannot see the lines as well in the first half, and our team, I don't know if they I don't know if they could prepare the board for this. This is something that have been calling my attention, the physical point. And of course, I don't know, God is like, he wants to help us, because why can't I explain Ilkay Gundogan, this man, this
Oh
amazing man
gosh.
that is
Jesus.
replacing Kevin De Bruyne perfectly, and now I love him, and I used to hate him.
Yeah,
So
he.
I
Yeah.
don't know. In this season, this crazy season, we have some magic going on in the air, something special, probably. But I agree with Rafael. I guess we have to, of course, being champion sometimes is a detail. We have soccer is much more than being champion. But I guess our City
Marcos,
fans,
we
we
use
deserve
football
a
here,
great.
please. Soccer only for Americans.
Yes, football. Football is more than just winning. I mean, football is more than just being champion. But I mean, if you stop to think about the club and all this growth, everything that is going on in the background of the club, I guess we deserve a campaign in UCL to be memorable. So to be a strong team, to be like playing well, something beautiful to see. So I hope in this UCL we can be in finals. I will be enough happy.
Yeah, I think with the Champions League, it's like we just need to improve, because people are saying we need to win it, but I think we need to like get to a final first, before we like say, oh, we're going to win it. So yeah, I think we need to just progress. I think the club, as much as everyone says, oh, Pep has to win the Champions League, I think the club will be happy if we just make progress, because we will win it eventually. It's just when, not if at the moment. So yeah, we'll see. Who is your player of the season so far for Man City? Because for me, I would agree. Well, I would say it's Gundogan, because he has really stepped up and he's been flying. So that would be mine. Who's yours, Raphael?
I'm happy to agree with you, Jan. Gundogan has been playing like fantastically, just amazingly. I think he's probably the best leader of the team. Of course, we cannot forget about Kevin. You know, he's like such a fantastic player, man. Gosh, my father. Yeah, like he's fantastic. But Gundogan has been playing like amazingly, scoring, assisting, has a good pace, has a good, physical, condition. He's been
Performance.
like leading the game,
This
really.
is important.
He's
Being
very good.
protagonist.
How about you, Matt? Agree?
I agree with you, totally. Gundogan.
Yeah, I guess I don't know if he's my favorite today, but I mean now seriously, it's so impressive that he wants to be this guy, and this is something to be happy and to be thankful. I mean, because when we brought him from Borussia, I was I had a lot of expectation because I used to like him, and I don't know, maybe the process of adaptation, I don't know what happened, that he I guess he failed in the first time, and now maybe in a special moment we needed this guy, we needed a protagonist, we need someone, as Raphael said, like to say, let me solve this, let me be this guy. And of course we have Aguero and we have De Bruyne, but in this time we don't, so we needed this guy, and I guess he's being this guy. And another guy that I like the most, and I think it's very important from this team, this squad, is Cancelo. Cancelo is playing perfectly too, and tactically, it's one of my favorites nowadays. In the left and the right, so I don't like Walker that much. So Cancelo is uh, a guy that very special, I guess, for Pep, and Pep believed him, and now I guess he's showing the reason that Pep trusted him in the first moment. So this is important to have these guys to call the responsibility, to be the central figure. So it's important.
Yeah, let me just tell you something. I have a lot of special players who I like the most, but I would say that now my preferred one is obviously you can go Dogan, but I have a special appreciation by Phil Foley.
Oh yeah,
This guy is spectacular. He plays a lot.
yeah,
He's fantastic. I mean, he's already, appearing in England team. Um, he's been doing nice, presentations. He plays very well, very skilled.
I
This
guess
guy is awesome.
He's our next David Silva.
Yeah, definitely, man.
We made him. This is important to
just
produce this kind of player. Yeah.
We are so lucky to have him.
I know, and because he's a Man City fan as well, like he's not going to be, because people are saying he might leave, but he won't leave because City, unless City completely stop winning and he thinks he's not going to win anything. But I think even then, you've got people like Harry Kane that have been in Tottenham for years. They're not like looking like they're going to win anything. Maybe this season they can, but he stayed there. So Phil Foden, who supports Man City, I just can't see him leaving, and we're kind of set up to continue winning. So he will win stuff with City. Probably win everything, I'm hoping, with City. So yeah, and he could, if we did win the Champions League, he has practically won everything already at before he's 21. So yeah, it's crazy. But I was gonna ask you guys, what are your thoughts on Gabriel? Because as Brazilians, he's one of you. So yeah, I just wanted to know what your thoughts are on him, because City fans are kind of a little bit split. Some love him. I do really like him, to be honest. But yeah, other people say he's not good enough. And yeah, he's not Brazilian. That's what I get. Along with a lot of other players in the league. Mm-hmm. So yeah, what are your thoughts on him, Raphael?
Yeah, you are correct. He's not like the best striker Brazil can have. But I have to agree, he's quite good. I like him as well. But no comparisons with Aguero. No, not at all. I love Aguero, definitely. He's just like the biggest player of City. But yeah, Gabriel is a very good player, as I said. But I do not agree that he has to be among the 11 stars of Brazil team. I don't know if 11 starts like the the most proper word. Like who starts playing first?
The
Is that
initial.
correct?
Oh,
Initial, yeah.
okay,
The 11 starts, yeah.
Starting 11, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
But for City, I think he's good because he's been replacing Aguero very well. He's been scoring some goals of his. He's helping City, I think. But for Brazil, let's think better. Let's think better. We might find other better strikers
For
than
for
him.
Brazilian team, we have Gabigol.
Yeah, Gabigol. Gabigol is Gabriel Barbosa from Flamengo. He's just like the most amazing striker in Brazil currently.
The best in South America.
The best in South America.
Yeah.
I can assure you, yeah. But anyway, for City, he's been helping us quite a lot. But for the initial Brazil team, I think if he gets better, even better than he is now, he can play with us. But for Brazil team, I think he should get better, a little better than he is now. But for City, he's been quite useful, I would say. I wish he could have Aguero again, but well, let's expect for that
Forever.
later, I think.
Do you know what? Like, because I was just wondering, because like obviously Firmino plays for Brazil.
I
Ahead of
hate this guy. I hate Firmino. I hate him.
No, don't say it.
What a bastard he is. I hate this guy. Man, don't pronounce his name. Oh gosh.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I was going to say, so like, do you think like Barbosa, however you say his name, do you think like he would get into the team, or do you think because he plays for you guys, he wouldn't?
Well, for me, just talking a little bit about Gabriel Jesus. He's a nice player, but I don't know. I guess maybe the problem could be the responsibility, the expectation that we had, because if we have a striker in City, I guess automatically we think, oh, should this guy replace Aguero? And if we think about someone to replace Aguero, I am almost sure that he won't be this guy. So this is the point. I'm not discussing here the quality of the player. He is a good player, but I don't know. Aguero have been built in something intensive, something like longer and bigger than only football. And maybe us City fans, we expect it from him. I don't know. I guess he's not this guy and he's not prepared yet. So, but I mean, tactically and technically talking, he is a good player. I have one special match that I like. I changed my mind about him. I mean it. Against Real Madrid in Santiago Bernabeu, he was amazing in UCL. He was amazing, and so I guess he has some demonstrations, some good matches, but I don't know. To replace Aguero, we need more, and I guess we could have a guy just like, for example, Harry Kane from Tottenham in this thing, something more than only football. So I don't know. He could be a guy to be in the team to play and to score goals, but I don't know if I trust him. Imagine today is the final from the UCL. Do you trust him? I don't know. Honestly,
would you prefer to have Aguero or Gabriel starting?
yes, I don't.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
But I'm sure if you make the same question for a Tottenham fan, do you trust Harry Kane in the final of the UCL? He would say, yeah. So I guess this is the point. He's a good player, but I wish we had something more.
Yeah, well, Man City have actually said that they're going to go and buy a striker, because I don't think Gabby is best as like a striker. I think he's very good at holding the ball up. He's very good at putting pressure on. What he's good at is not really scoring goals. He does get goals because he's in a Man City team, but that's not his best attribute. So I think, like you say, he's very useful in our system, but he isn't the guy like Aguero that's going to go and get you 30 goals a season. So I think we do need someone else, and that is what City have confirmed they're going to do. I want Haaland because he's only 20, same age as that's who I want. I don't know who City are going to go for because there is Martinez, who's Argentinian. He's kind of like an Aguero, but he's 28. So he's not really, for me, he's not young enough for Man City because the most we're going to get out of him is 2-3 years, maybe 4 at a push. And it's the same with Harry Kane. Harry Kane is also going to be 28 at the end of the season. So do we want someone that we can get maybe 4 years out of, or do we want someone that we could maybe get 13 years out of? So I think, for me, I think Haaland makes a lot more sense. Even if he costs 3 times the amount, he still makes more sense. So, yeah, I don't know who City are going to go for. But, yeah, I think Gavi is important for our team, like you say. But I think he's not Aguero, and he's never going to be Aguero.
Yes, this is the point. This is the point. He's not the guy. He can be some guy, not the guy.
Yeah, not the guy, not Aguero. Definitely not. But, yeah, it will be very difficult, to find or to buy a striker as good or as fantastic as Aguero were. Because Aguero was simply the most fantastic, the best striker that City has ever had.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty difficult, just to find. We don't have to. Let's think this way. You don't have to buy a striker. Let's just try to find out a striker as special or as good as Aguero. We cannot find. For us, for what Aguero represents for us, for City, it's pretty difficult. We won't find. We can look for it like the whole life, but we won't find Aguero. Like, man, I'm speechless about Aguero.
Yes, and I agree with you, Ian, because I always think about it like if we stop to find a guy to replace him, and this age point is very important because, for example, I like Lukaku the most.
Yeah,
I love Romelu Lukaku, but I guess he is 27 or 28. So this is a problem. Yeah, this is a problem. In this point, I agree with you. Haaland makes more sense because he has time to burn. I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe we should pay with our lives because it will be like 1 trillion to buy him.
And it's we'll have to see. Obviously, I don't know. With City, I always trust them because, like, I thought I wanted Koulibaly, and we got Diaz, and Diaz has been amazing. So I think I do trust Pep to get the right person. The thing is with Harry Kane, even though he is Premier League proven, he will get a lot of goals at Man City, definitely. But yeah, I just think the age, the money he's going to cost, I think he will cost almost as much as Haaland, if we're being honest, because he's British and he obviously is already in the Prem, so Spurs are not going to want to sell. So yeah, I think out of them two, I'd rather spend maybe a little bit more to get Haaland because it will make more sense.
Even with Harry Kane, we wouldn't have the problem of adaptation because he, as you said, he's already here. But I'm not so sure if he would play by another team in the Premier League because, as you said, he has this special thing. Like I hope Phil Foden feels the same. He has this thing. I guess I don't know if in Real Madrid, in even Barcelona, another team, another club. But in England, I don't know if he would accept to be part of another club.
Because he has such a good connection with Spurs. I don't think he would leave Spurs to come to another England team.
It seems to me be something more than just money or just being champion. He has this thing.
I would say it's more like passion. Yeah. He's passionate about Tottenham. He's been playing in Tottenham for a long time. more than I don't know, 4 or 5 years. I
Yeah.
think, but like he has this connection with Tottenham.
I watched the TV series from Amazon about Tottenham, and I got this perception. I was like, this guy loves Tottenham. I got this thing.
He wouldn't leave them. He wouldn't leave them.
I
I believe.
think he wants to win his first title with them.
Yeah.
The problem he has is if he doesn't leave soon and they don't, so if they don't win the Carabao Cup against Man City, like, and they don't win the FA Cup, like, it's kind of like if he doesn't leave now, he will never win anything. So I think for his sake, it's do you want to win something, which as a player, obviously that is the ultimate goal. So I don't know, but I can't see him leaving to another English club because I think if he goes to like a Real Madrid and wins like, I don't know, the La Liga and the Champions League, then he won't feel like he's screwed Tottenham over. Whereas I think if he went to Man City, he would feel like I should have been winning this with Tottenham. So yeah, I can see him maybe leaving, but I don't think he will go anywhere in England just because I think the loyalty in England, like you say, he has that connection with Tottenham.
That's the word, loyalty. Perfect.
Yeah.
And maybe the good point, just to end, at least for me, maybe the good point of trying to get Haaland is maybe to try to build this relation, to build this loyalty here, because he's too young. So this is a good point.
Yeah. His dad used to play for Man City, so he lived in Manchester as a child.
Yeah.
And he was at the FA Cup final when Yaya Toure won us the FA Cup in 2011. So, people say, oh, he supports this team. But it's like, yeah, but he's watched Man City win their first trophy for years. So, and he was there as a fan. He wasn't there as just a kid. He had a City hat on. So, yeah, I think he does have a connection with Man City already. So I think if we could try and encourage him, he does have a bit of a tricky agent. But if we can try and get him to Manchester, like, I think it could work. It could work, definitely. But yeah, if we get him, we're building a team for a very long time, which is great. So yeah, I'd love to see that. Obviously, we'll talk about the title race now a little bit. Obviously, the Premier League's a little bit different to the Brazilian league. Man City are currently 10 points ahead of Man United in second. Both of us played today, and we're 16 points ahead of Liverpool with a game in hand. So it could be 19 if we win today. So obviously it's in our hands. Do you think if we win today, we've won the league? Or do you think there's still a lot more? Because there is actually 42 points to play for. So it's quite a lot of points, realistically. So, yeah, do you think if we win today, it's like, that's it? Or do you think there could be other twists and turns?
Thinking about Pep's job, maybe, yes, you could say yes. Because, I mean, if you look at his story and his job, he doesn't lose a championship in this pattern. So I guess but there is still a lot of water to run over the bridge. So
I agree. How about you,
I was kind of scared in the beginning. Like I said, I don't know. I guess Klopp will make this team fantastic again. But yesterday, watching to Liverpool against Everton, I was they are in another rhythm. As I said, I mean, our rhythm is so strong. The guys wants to. I guess they want to be champion. They want to play, and I don't know. They seem to be happy playing and intensively. So I guess we will win this league.
Yeah. For me, it would be like more for what the team has been playing. Not, for example, I know it's there are. Let me check this right now. 13 rounds yet to come, but by what the team has been doing, like how they have been playing, I think it's very difficult to lose this league. title race, you know, because right now we have 10 points clear Man United. I cannot see City like being, you know, overpassed by United. I just cannot imagine. But I think it's not because, you know, these 10 points, or we can have more points. We can have more points clear than this today by today's matches. But I think by what the team has been playing, how they have been like in a good performance, you know, how the team has been scoring goals and not conceding a lot of goals, I think this is the most important. For me, the 10 points clear, they are just a detail. I think the most important is the team performance. And by now, I don't see City being overpassed by any other team.
As we say in Brazil, assina embaixo. Exactly. I guess, like, about the performance, they are not in our rhythm. We have been playing especially. So
yeah, I think like that's what I've always said all season. Like, even if Man City drop points, which they will, I can see Man United dropping more. So I think that's just how it's going to go. So even if we lose, Man United will probably lose as well, or they'll draw. And I think that's even if we kind of stop playing how we've been playing, I still think we have enough with our team to get us over the line. Hopefully. I'll just get some of the comments, then we'll move on to Flamengo. So Malcolm says, hey, Sugar Puff. That's what he calls me. Big up to you. Flawless. This is the guy that I usually do shows with. He says, shouts to Jan City and the whole panel. Wayne, big up to Wayne, says, yes to Jan, back on our channel, respect to the panel. Smash the like button. Yeah, if you're in here, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Share it around if you can. Marshall said, it's let's be real, the show about Flawless isn't the same. Great content as always. Thank you. Dupe says hi. He's a City fan. Nax says hi, Jan. I love this. Marshall says she's a goat. I don't know what he's talking about.
You're talking about Jan, yeah.
I think this is where you were obviously saying about Man United, because he said, Raphael, I thought you was cool.
Oh, sorry about that, bro. But I had to say this. Sorry.
Yeah, he's a Man United fan, so it's fine.
Yeah, I know.
Dupe said Klopp supports us. Because basically,
Agreed.
Klopp came out yesterday and said that God supports Man City. So Klopp actually said that. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. God is smart to support the best team in England.
Yeah.
He thinks his player of the season is Stones or Diaz. Both of them have been unreal. I think even Stones has a better record than Diaz. It's crazy.
I would still pick Diaz.
Yeah.
Yes, no.
Yeah, because he's strengthened the defense.
Guys, this is crazy. I mean, looking at Diaz playing, you think this guy is playing from this seat from City since 5 years.
Yeah,
because it's amazing. I love him already.
Yeah. He is so he's come in and straight away he's just settled. It's like he's so good.
Something that just fits in.
Yeah, he's like the opposite of Aguero. So he's having the Aguero impact from the back, if you know what I mean. Like Aguero came in, I think he got 2 goals in his first game, and he just went on from then and won the league. And Diaz is like that. He's come in, he's defended well, and he probably will go on and win the league as well. So he's basically Aguero in a defensive position, if that makes sense. Bradley says, big up Jan, Marcus and Raphael. Big up to you every time. Why Not Sentiment says, big up Jan.
Cheers, man.
Dupe says, Gabriel is not our striker replacement. He's more of a winger. I agree.
Totally agreed.
Mohamed's hating. He's a United fan. So he said, I hope Arsenal beat City. Aubameyang hat-trick. Even if they do, you'll probably draw as well or lose. Rich says, hi, big up to you. He thinks Man City have it this year.
Agreed.
Flawless is hating on Gabby. He hates Gabriel, innit? So that's why I like to send him. Dupe says, rest in peace to Ronaldinho's mum.
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace.
So sad.
Bradley says Gabriel is overrated.
Overrated.
Do you know what? It's not even that he's overrated. It's just what he does for our team is not what people think. People think like he's there to score 20, 30 goals a season. Like Pep doesn't play him like that in our system. Like as much as we want to score, he's not the only person that can score. We'll get on to score predictions actually in a second. Jay first says big up Jan. Give Dortmund 100 million for Haaland or go with a cheaper option like Patson Daka. I don't know. Kane got them glass ankles. That's true. He's very injury prone.
This is true. Something that we didn't said, but we didn't say that. This is true.
Yeah, he will be another Aguero. He will play well when he's in the team, but then he will get injured.
Yeah.
That being sadd, in a City squad, he wouldn't have to play every game, so we could rest him a little bit more. But I think he's still a little bit injury prone. Dupe says Haaland is the guy. I agree with that. Arsenal to smash City. Yeah, right. 4-0 City.
Impossible.
Dupe says 2-0 City. Flawless says the league's done. Oh, right. What's her?
You're right now.
Marsha said City's already won the league the day they won at Anfield. D'Angelo says this was United's best chance to win the league. They need to go chat to West Brom and then Manda. Yeah, there's a girl. She posted a video. She's a Tottenham fan. She's called Mel. Big up to Mel. She basically said when Tottenham were top of the league, she put a video out and she said to Arsenal, "You're not on our level." She said, "You need to go and chat to Brighton and Fulham and then Man." Like that. That's how she said it. So then Tottenham ended up losing to Brighton and losing. So it's gone viral now because people are basically saying what you were saying for Arsenal has now happened to Spurs. It's crazy. Zayn says big up to Jan. Duper says Jan, the African Queen.
Wow.
1 minute. So yeah. Devo says we're going to batter City today. 2-1 City final score. Okay, so what is your score prediction? Zayn thinks it's going to be 5-1 Arsenal.
3-0. 3-0.
3-0. Wow. What do you think, Raph?
I would say the same. 3-0.
Really? Wow. I can't see us conceding 3 goals. I think it will be a tight one. I think it will be like maybe a 2-1. I don't think it's not, because a lot of people are saying City are going to win like 5-0. That's not going to happen. It will be like, I think we will win because I just think this team, the way they are right now, I think they'll, but I don't know, a draw.
Yeah.
It's okay.
My point is, in some way, Arsenal is still playing in Arteta's way, in some way.
Yeah.
And Pep knows it. So Pep knows how to break their defense.
Yeah.
I guess it won't be a difficult game, but football is football. So,
by the way, I'm going to watch this game, Ian, and at the same time, I'm going to pay attention to Pablo Mari playing because Marcus knows it real. How we wish we want Pablo Mari to go back to Flamengo because, God, I'm once more speechless about
he's amazing,
a player of England football.
Oh, and Ian, Pablo Mari in our Flamengo, he had like this what we were discussing about Ruben.
Okay.
With 2 or 3 matches, we were like, "Oh my gosh, this guy, he's born to play here."
Oh, okay.
So with our team. This is how we love him.
Yeah. Are the matches on at the same time? Or are they different times?
What?
The match, your game today.
No. Our game is 4 p.m. here.
4 p.m. I think 8 p.m. for you.
8 p.m. for you.
Too late for you guys. It's a pity you cannot watch it.
Yeah. So we'll move on to Flamengo now. Obviously, I don't know too much, so yeah, you will have to. But I just obviously you're in a title race. It's very tight. Are you excited for today's game? I know it's a tough game, but are you excited for it? Also,
yes, like to make a contextualizing for you. Imagine that the team we are going to play against is a team commanded by similar dice, something like this, because he is a very close team. So with low lines, no attacking, almost all the
Oh
time
no.
defending. So no, but my point is this is a very difficult game for us. Rafael knows because we have been playing well in a way, but we
Yeah.
don't trust in our defense.
Okay.
I don't, and I guess Rafael doesn't too. So the point is, we can have the ball, and I'm sure we will have the ball all the time. But maybe we can lose the game in one single ball, just like
Yeah,
Samuel Dice.
yeah,
Like
Just
this,
like
like it.
Samuel Dice
yeah,
teams. Yes.
Oh
Like
dear.
one corner and I don't know, something like this. So this is how I am that scared. For example, we were playing against Grêmio some weeks ago, and I was not that scared because I know that when you want to have the ball to attack, you cannot do it all the game. So
Yeah.
like it will change a lot by game and game, and we will have a control in a part and another part we will defend. But when you are just pressing in the second half, you are tired and your opponent is just waiting for one chance, one single ball to use a speed on the speed. And this
Yeah.
is the main what this kind
yeah,
of game I got panic.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My point is, my point is we should have a sorry guys.
So,
We should have a balanced team. And
yeah.
sometimes we don't. We attack very well, but at the same time we don't defend very well. So okay, we score good
Go.
goals, we score a lot of goals. I don't know, some matches we score four,
Mhm.
5, 6 goals as we did the last season. But at the same time, we concede a lot of goals. So it's
Oh,
terrible. I don't have it doesn't make sense. You have to know how to attack and you have to know how to defend the very same way. Okay, you have to worry about defending and attacking. But
yeah.
Flamengo sometimes, are not concentrated or focused on having a balanced team.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
sometimes Flamengo only worries about attacking and scoring goals. And I think it's not good. It's not the perfect strategy.
Yeah.
We have to think about, okay, let's score, but let us also defend and not concede goals.
yeah.
I think it's
This
important.
is
It
this
makes
is
total difference for me in a title race. It
Yeah.
makes total difference.
I agree with you, and this is the point of this is the reason that I don't trust our coach because sometimes we can see that the players they are not concentrated in the game, so they
Um,
consider spaces, they consider like a lot of I don't know, like they are not playing and concentrated as, for example, as I just said in the beginning, as now we can see on our city team. They want to play, they are there for real, concentrated. And I know I recognize this value. And we don't have this in this moment. We have a coach, a promiseful one. I guess he can be a good coach someday, but today I don't think he's prepared to be on the command of our team.
yeah.
And to be honest, we are one of the biggest teams in Brazil, and I don't know, Rafael, if you agree with me, but I think we don't have this time to be in test to hire someone to see like, oh, let's I don't know, let's see if it will work. No, you have to be like as a good team, as a good club,
Yeah,
as a big club does. I don't know.
yeah,
So this is how I don't trust our coach, and I think I'm not that confident as I am with CT.
Yeah.
I'm not that confident with Flamengo. This is the reason.
Okay.
But
yeah.
anyways, I just said like more than you by this time because unfortunately I have to go.
Oh no,
So
it's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
right, I had to
Thank you
go.
for coming on.
But
Marcos, don't you want just to end up this Flamengo topic?
all right, let's do it.
Yeah, just because, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, if you have to go, I can just ask you, what do you think the score will be? today.
Today,
Yeah, today's game.
What a tough question. My gosh.
yes, very, very tough question.
If I start to think about today's game, my mind just got blown away. Can't think about anything else. Definitely. Jesus Christ.
I guess I'm sure that it won't be an elastic match, so it will be like 1-0 or 2-1, something like this. And
Okay.
it will be difficult. And the psychological point, it will be very, very important. I hope my players entered the pitch concentrated, because this is the most important for the game today.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like when we play against Liverpool, concentration and the psychological point is very important. Of course, Liverpool is attacking a lot, so you have to keep in mind that you have to defend well. But I mean, like making a comparison, we will fight against a great club, a giant from Brazil. Internacional is one of the giants, and like they know it. So the psychological spectrum, it will be very, very important.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on anyway. Yeah, I will let you go because I've just got a few more questions, but I'll just
But I will watch the final part.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Nice to meet
See you, Mark. Bye-bye, bro.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. So
It's only me now.
no, it's fine. It's just a few more questions that I was going to ask you. So,
No problem.
what do you think of your season so far in Serie A? Like, how do you think it's gone for Genoa?
Again, a tough question, yeah. But I think we started the season like playing very bad, very bad.
Yeah.
The first, I think, five, six, I don't know, five, probably six. The first 6 matches, rounds of the Brazilian League, we didn't win. We had only draws or losses. We didn't win. So I thought with myself, this season is going to be shitty. It's going to be the most terrible season Flamengo have ever played.
Wow.
You know, but thankfully the team got better. We bought many good players now to get the team better, to improve the team performance. And anyway, we had to buy players from all the positions because we were like feeling that we were not prepared to play a good and a giant team from Brazil. And you know what, Ian? In 2019, we were prepared to play every team of the world, I would say. Because Flamengo were so good. We did a great job in 2019. We could have played, any team of the world. We didn't get a good performance or a good score against Liverpool in the final
but
World Cup team.
You lost that very late on. Like you were in that game for most of the game, and Liverpool, I think, at the end won it. So you were good because you won the Copa Libertadores. I don't know how
Libertadores.
Yeah. So you won that. That's the Champions League, and you won the league as well. So yeah, I can imagine. That's why I thought because I didn't know you were in the title race because I don't really follow Brazilian football. But then when I looked, I was like, oh, it's very close. So that's why I thought today, because we're both in a title race.
Yeah.
Title races.
Yeah. But anyway, just to finish my thought, I think now we are playing good. We are playing very well. We have been, playing in a good performance.
Yeah.
Thankfully, not. I would say these last 3 or 4 matches we didn't concede many goals, and we scored a lot of goals. So this made the total difference for us. Because if we didn't, we would be like in the 2nd place. We would be probably in 3rd or 4th or 5th position, I think, place, of the table. So it was very important, not to concede a lot of goals and score goals. It was very important, mainly, because we won matches like 1-0 or 2-1, so it was important to score more than conceding.
Yeah.
It was determinating.
Yeah, that's what you need in a title race. Who is your player of the season so far?
I couldn't say anyone. I couldn't say anyone else than Gabriel Barbosa. Like he scored the 2 goals, of the comeback against River Plate in the last Libertadores, as you said before, and we were champions, and we haven't been champions of this competition for I think 38 years. Can you believe that? And Gabriel just went to the game, entered the pitch, and scored in the last 5 minutes of the additional time.
Oh my God!
I almost had a heart attack, for real. I didn't know if I celebrated the goal, or if I please guys help me. I'm having a heart attack. I'm going to die, because it was so special. So for me, it was like the best match of my life.
Yeah.
And just to summarize what Gabriel represents for Flamengo, he's probably the best player we had these recent years. Yeah. He's very special. I cannot say anyone else than Gabriel. He's just fantastic.
That's great. So we'll talk briefly about the title race as well. So obviously, for everyone that's tuned in or is watching this after that doesn't know, they are actually in second place, 1 point behind Internacional, who you played today. There's 2 games to go. So obviously you play each other, and then you play Sao Paulo, and they play Corinthians. So obviously today, we've already kind of touched on what the score might be, but are you worried about Thiago Gallardo? Because he has 17 goals, which is the top scorer, with 2 other players I think one's from Santos, and there's another player. So, are you worried about him? Because he has the most goals, and he
I would, yeah. I totally would. But let me just say something that I really love, Oasis, the band from Manchester.
Yeah.
As Gallagher would say, today is gonna be the day. I don't know if I'm going to resist, or I don't know if I'm going to die, but I have to see Flamengo beating International. I have. But anyway, as you mentioned right now, Thiago Gallardo scored some goals in Flamengo this season, and I hate him as well. I hate him because let me put this way for you. He's far away from being the best striker of Brazil. Okay. Brazil has a lot of better strikers than him. Yeah. But the point is, he's been so lucky that every team he played against, he could score at least once. And when he didn't score, it was because he didn't play. Okay. So it's like simple to understand. Every team he went to the pitch and played against, he scored at least once.
Yeah.
I hate him because he scored against Flamengo, he provoked Flamengo in the social media. I didn't like what he did, but he has 17 goals. Yeah, true. But he's not that good. Yeah. I would say he's a bit lucky for scoring some goals that he did, because he didn't deserve to be leading the scoring table at all. I hate him, but I believe he won't score today. At least I hope so.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Yeah, but anyway, I don't scare. I'm not scared him. I'm not scared of him.
Yeah.
I would trust our defense.
Yeah.
Rather than be afraid of him. Yeah. I trust our defense.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So obviously, if you draw today, obviously that would put you still 1 point behind with a game left. Do you think there's any way that International could drop points against Corinthians? I know Corinthians are in 7th place, so they're not the best. But do you think they could beat International or draw?
Yeah. Me as a fan of my team, I still believe we are going to beat Internacional today, and we are going at least to get a draw against São Paulo.
Yeah.
But the problem is Corinthians, because Corinthians play awesomely home, but is a piece of shit. Sorry, I don't know if you have this expression in English, but we say this quite often here. Corinthians is a horrible team playing away. That is the main point.
Yeah.
But the most important for us, Flamengo, is not dropping any points, especially against Inter today. But against São Paulo, is going to be like an important game as well. And to be honest, I am a sincere and honest person. I used to be worried about São Paulo's matches, our match against São Paulo, the last round, rather than today's one against Inter, because we have a good story about against Inter, but we don't have a good story about São Paulo. Just to clarify something for you, we played São Paulo already once in the league, but twice in the cup, Brazilian Cup.
Yes.
I hate to say that, but we were smashed by São Paulo three times. São Paulo won. São Paulo once. São Paulo won against us in the league. Yeah, in the league match. 4-1. 4-1.
Oh,
we were playing home. Believe me or not, we lost 2 penalties. 2 penalties that game, and they had a player sent off. And they won us 4-1. Just wait for me to tell the rest of the story.
No, because my next question for you was going to be, do you think you could drop points to them? So that's what I was going to ask. But obviously, I didn't know the history, because I know they're 3rd in the league. So they're like just behind you. So that's why I was thinking like it's crazy.
But talking about our history about against São Paulo, we were terrible, because we had this match of the league, but also we had also the 2 matches of the Brazilian Cup, which ones we also lost.
Oh, no.
3-0 playing away. Okay, it's good. They were playing home and we were playing away. They played better than us, far away better than us, but we lost home in the last minute, the very last minute of the game, with a mistake committed by our goalkeeper. Our goalkeeper lost the ball position for a striker from São Paulo, and the guy just scored against us, and it was like minute 52 of the game, and we conceded a goal, and we lost the following match from the cup. And well, I don't like to remember these games, but I have to, because they are anyway. But as I said, Julian, I still prefer play Internacional, mainly because we would be playing home than playing São Paulo away. We don't have good memories playing against São Paulo. So anyway, but hopefully Inter is going to drop points against us today, obviously, and against Corinthians. It's okay if they get a draw. I wouldn't be worried about. And for us, the most essential results would be like a win today and I win the next Thursday.
Yeah.
But if Inter draws some points, drop some points, sorry, it's okay if we get a draw against São Paulo. I would be okay with that.
Yeah. Well, good luck anyway. Obviously, I hope you do
Cheers,
win.
Jan.
Beat Sao Paulo as well. But yeah, we'll wrap up there. Thanks everyone that's tuned in. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share it across your socials. But yeah, thank you, Raphael, for joining me today.
You're welcome, Jan.
And
always my pleasure. Please be calling me
after the season's ended. If you win the league and City win the league, we can do maybe another one.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, it's
always a pleasure to be here, and please be calling me wherever you want. I'll be here to talk to you. Please, guys, if you are commenting, on YouTube, let me know if you have any questions or any comments, any criticism about my English, because I was not very prepared to, to speak a lot in English like I did today. But anyway, let me know if you have anything to tell me.
Dufe says, great job. Honestly, your English is fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, I'll definitely have you on again. But yeah, thanks for coming on. Thanks everyone for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you.